there, today we're going to decode the ingredients of Biossance Squalane and Hyaluronic Toning Mist. So the manufacturer says that this product is very good for setting the makeup, so you can apply it before your moisturizer, after your moisturizer, before you apply your makeup, so it hydrates your skin, and it says that it also reduces fine lines and it improves the hydration, it plumps up the skin and it sets makeup. So let's actually find out what the ingredients in this product are and whether they actually do what the manufacturer says that it does. Let's get started. So the first ingredient is water, aqua. So the water does not actually do anything for your skin as such, but what it does is it brings all the other ingredients in the product together. So if the water does not do that, all the ingredients will be there by itself, and that's not an effective product. So water does play an important role in that it brings all the ingredients together. It also enhances the texture of the product. That's the number one ingredient. Number two, Polyglycerol 10 laurate. Now this is an emulsifier. An emulsifier also brings different kinds of ingredients together. So a product usually has different, unlike ingredients. These are not like ingredients. So unlike ingredients which need another ingredient in there to bring them all together. And this ingredient is usually called an emulsifier. And polyglycerol 10 laurate is an emulsifier. So it brings all the ingredients together. Number three is glycerol citrate or lactate or linolate or olate. So this has got two functions. It's an emulsifier and an emollient. An emulsifier, like I just mentioned, it brings all the ingredients together. An emollient forms a thin layer on top of the skin and prevents water from the deeper layers of the skin from evaporating into the environment. So it's effective for as long as it's on top of the skin. So it does a good maintenance job. That's what emollients do. And this glycerol citrate is an emollient as well. The fourth ingredient is squalane. Now squalane is now our skin, the visible layer of skin, it's got lots of different substances in there which helps the visible layer act as a shield. Now the shield, the visible layer, it's got two important functions. Number one, prevent water from the deeper layers of the skin from evaporating into the environment. Number two, prevent attacks from the environmental nasties and bugs and pollutants and irritants from attacking the skin. When you do that, there won't be any breakouts. So these are two things, to keep the skin hydrated and to prevent breakouts. So these are two primary functions of this shield, of this visible layer. Now this shield is made up of a load of substances, and if the quality of the or the quantity of these substances gets affected, then the shield is not as strong. So one of the substances in here is the sebum, that's the oil that you find on the skin. And in the sebum, there's an ingredient called squalane. And this, so squalane is something which is naturally present in our sebum. So it's important for the sebum's function. So this product has squalane, you cannot, with the E, that cannot be used in a skincare product because it's highly unstable and it's difficult to use it. So the product, the alternative of that is squalane with an A in it. So that's the one that they use in skincare products, and this product has that. So this product, I guess, has squalane, so it will kind of help in strengthening the skincare barrier. It's an ingredient which the skin recognizes as one of its own. So it likes such kind of, skin always likes ingredients which it recognizes as one of its own. The next ingredient is glycerin. Glycerin is a humectant. A humectant is a water magnet. So a humectant, what it does is it attracts water from the atmosphere and brings it all to the top of the skin. And by doing this, it keeps the top layer of the skin hydrated. It keeps the skin very soft and plump. So humectants do a wonderful job at keeping the skin hydrated. They are water magnets. They attract water from the atmosphere. The next ingredient is Panthenol. Panthenol is also a very good humectants. So humectants, like we just mentioned, they're water magnets. They bring water to the surface of the skin from the atmosphere and keep the skin hydrated. The next ingredient is sodium hyaluronate. Now this is a derivative of hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is a highly effective humectant. It's a water magnet, it's a powerful water magnet. It brings all these water molecules to the surface of the skin and keeps it hydrated. The sodium hyaluronate is more stable than the hyaluronic acid, and because it's more stable, it's got the product which uses this ingredient has got a longer shelf life than if it were to use hyaluronic acid. And sodium hyaluronicate's molecular weight is smaller than hyaluronic acid. What does that mean? If the molecular weight is smaller, it means it can penetrate to the deeper layers of skin than the regular hyaluronic acid. You want it to penetrate to the deeper layers of skin, so which is a good thing. So this one does have a lot of humectants. It's got glycerin, it's got panthenol, it's got sodium hyaluronate, all three very good humectants. Humectants bring water to the surface of the skin and keep the skin hydrated. So just like the manufacturer says, it'll keep the skin hydrated. Yes, there's a lot of humectants in there doing the job. Squalane, yes, it's the fourth ingredient in there. It does something to help the skin in its barrier function. That's also a good ingredient. So so it does, like the manufacturer says, probably keeps the skin, it definitely will keep the skin hydrated because it's got humectants, and it probably keeps the skin plump because a hydrated skin is always plump looking. And then it reduces fine lines. Not sure about that. I did not come across any ingredients which can reduce fine lines in there. It does look like a very good product for improving the hydration of the skin, and it's a mist, so you can literally spray it on your face. So I can see how it can be quite easy to do that before we apply some makeup on, or on top of the makeup, or below the moisturizer, above the moisturizer. So yeah, so that's Biossance Squalane and Hyaluronic Toning Mist. So it says hyaluronic in the product label itself because because hyaluronic acid is a very effective humectant, and everyone usually whoever know about hyaluronic acid, they just get all excited. But bear in mind that that is the 7th ingredient in here. Before that, we have got 2 other humectants. Which are probably at a higher concentration than the derivative of the hyaluronic acid, which is a sodium hyaluronate, which is used in this product, which is the 7th ingredient. This is the kind of marketing and fluff that we need to be aware of. Though it's got hyaluronic acid on the label, that's the 7th ingredient. Way before that, there are 2 other humectants, glycerin and panthenol, which people probably don't recognize. It probably doesn't have that kind of appeal, and that's why it's probably not mentioned on the label. So that's about it. I hope you found this kind of decoding useful. Forget all the marketing, forget the fluff, look at the ingredients, because the ingredients are the only ones that don't lie. If you found this video useful, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. At skincabin.com, we make skincare easy. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.